Hi you guys, welcome back to my garden. In today's video we're going to start our spring 2022 cleanup. I'm so excited, but a while ago I went outside and I started to prep one of our raised beds. So I've laid the frost blanket over it. After I laid the frost blanket down, I kind of had to clip it in, but I kind of had to rig a few things up because I couldn't locate my clips that I have in order to keep the frost blanket in place. So I just used, just some little clips, clipped everything together. So it stayed on for a little while. I went out there this morning and my frost blanket was blown over. So I just got notification that my package was delivered. I just want to make sure that this is the package that I'm looking for, so I'm going to go ahead and dig into it right now, right here. Exactly what I've been waiting on. Now that I have the package, let's go ahead, get this on the inside, and then we'll start our cleanup. So this area over here is what I want to start to clean up. Now, in a few short weeks, we're going to have a beautiful spring show, but I like to get the jump on the season, and by going in and making sure I have my beds prepped, when it's time to start planting, I won't have to worry about having to clean up last year's work. So let's go ahead and start just cleaning out all of this bed right here really quick. I finished cleaning up everything that I was going to get out of that bed. It started to rain. It was just a light drizzle, so I went ahead and worked through that, but then it picked up, so I went ahead and stopped. Now everything has kind of settled out a bit, so I'm going to finish continuing my spring cleanup for 2022. So bare out here, but you know what, it's so refreshing because the evergreens that I had out here, they had started to turn brown in a lot of places, and in the front the princess pine was literally brown. But to me, this is just so refreshing. Now, I have not went in and started pruning out my hydrangeas. It's a little bit too early for that, and I do have a extensive video where I talk about all of the hydrangeas that I have in my garden when I prune. All you have to do is just Google Garden Queen Hydrangeas Demystified and it'll pop up. I'll also make sure that I link that. Now, one of the things that I like to do in the early spring is I like to go in with my standard hydrangeas as well as some of my other hydrangeas, and I will do a wellness check. So very simple. What I do is I go in and I get real close up to the bark, and I like to go not necessarily on one of the stems but more along the trunk here. I'll just make a slight indentation. If you guys get in and you look closely, what I am looking for is I'm looking for a bit of green. Or if you don't want to use your pruners, you're out there, you can just take a little small and you just kind of just want to just nip away at the top layer of bark here. And as you guys can see, do you see that? That's a way better example. You can see the green there, so you know it's still alive. I know this hydrangea as well. That's something that I do with my standard hydrangeas. Now, one of the things that I do want to do is, because it's so windy, and since I've removed the covering from my hydrangeas on these two here, I do want to go in and I do want to go ahead and give them a drink of water. What I want to do is I want to go ahead and head to the back, and let's go ahead and work on those raised beds and get those prepped up for spring. Alright, so now that I have my frost blankets, I have some new clips. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what the frost blanket is looking like. I do want to go in and see if the soil is workable. That way I'll be able to gauge when I can come out and start putting some of my early spring crops down in this raised bed. Alright, so now that I see the soil is workable, I am overjoyed. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and pick up the frost cloth and put the new one on. Oh, I'm excited because you guys, when the raised bed starts to thaw out, it really just opens up a lot of opportunities, and I am just so excited about the upcoming season, you guys. Alright, let me go ahead and get the frost blanket on there. Everything tucked down on all sides around the back, then this side here. So I got these clips here, and this is what's going to help me keep everything just in place. So let's go ahead and put the first clip on. The raised bed is finally covered. I got the clips. The clips are secured in place, so I know for sure that the soil has unthawed, but I'm going to go ahead and warm it up. It's going to be perfect for those early cool weather crops in just a few days, and then I'll start planting. Now I do want to go ahead, since I have those other frost blankets that I can utilize to start warming up the soil. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and lay those flat over two of the raised beds here, and I'll take care of the raised bed in the middle. Now, the frost blankets that I had on hand, I picked those up from Sherwood's Forest Nursery. They are a better quality than the frost blankets that I have here, but those are the frost blankets that I typically use for my containers. As a lot of you all know, I do a ton of container planting. I plot big trees in containers. You guys, container gardening is my jam, baby. And I love, love, love to container garden. But let's go ahead and get those frost blankets on real quick. All right, now I have 3 out of my 4 raised beds prepped in this area. I'm very excited. I felt like I've made so much progress in a lot of the things that I had to check off for my spring display, because you guys, I cannot wait for spring. So as these beds begin to warm up, they're going to be perfect for those cool weather crops that I'm excited about planting this season. And as for the hydrangeas that I spoke about, I will go ahead and link the Hydrangea Demystified video. You can check the link in the description box. I'm also going to put it in the comment box as well. And then you guys can also Google Garden Queen Hydrangeas, Garden Queen Hydrangeas Demystified. If this is your 3rd or 4th time over here on Garden Queen watching one of my videos, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're not subscribed, please hit the subscription button and also hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. If this is your first time watching one of my videos here over on Garden Queen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to my garden. I would love for you to join and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm going to get inside because it's quite cold out here and it's pretty muddy. I've actually went in and changed my shoes because you guys, I got stuck in a pile of mud, but it just comes with the nature of the beast of gardening with season changes. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.